Japanese schools are renowned for their discipline, structure, and unique practices. But some of the rules and customs observed within the educational system might surprise you. From strict uniform guidelines to unusual restrictions that shape student behavior, Japan's school system reflects deep cultural values. In today's video, we're counting down 10 fascinating facts about Japanese schools that will open your eyes to a whole new world of education. And trust me, you'll want to stick around because one of the last facts will really shock you. It's something you'd never expect in a school setting. This video will take you through various aspects of Japanese schools, from day-to-day routines that promote cleanliness and respect to rules that many might find extreme, but which are deeply rooted in Japan's cultural history. If you're passionate about understanding different cultures, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. Without further ado, let's explore the 10 most interesting facts about Japanese schools. Welcome to World Marvels. 10. Strict dress codes. In Japanese schools, uniforms are more than just clothing. They symbolize equality, discipline, and a unified student body. Known as sifuku, the school uniform comes with strict rules that regulate every detail. For boys, this typically means dark blazers and trousers, while girls often wear the iconic sailor-style blouses and pleated skirts. But these aren't just simple outfits. The length of the skirt for girls, the positioning of ties, and even the color of socks are heavily regulated. It's not just about wearing a uniform, it's about following a strict set of rules down to the millimeter. In some schools, these rules go even further. For example, certain schools require girls to wear white undergarments, and it's not uncommon for teachers to check that this rule is being followed. While this may sound invasive, it's viewed as a way to ensure that students remain focused on their studies and not on their appearance. Even items like backpacks are regulated, often color-coded according to grade levels. These strict dress codes aim to eliminate distractions, but critics argue that they also limit individual expression. Would you be able to adhere to such stringent rules on a daily basis? Let us know in the comments how you'd feel about these types of uniform regulations. 9. Hair rules. Even stricter than the dress code are the rules surrounding hair. In many schools, students must maintain a natural hair color, which in most cases means black. This rule extends even to those students who naturally have lighter hair colors, such as brown or blonde. These students are often required to dye their hair black to comply with the school's regulations. One infamous case in 2017 sparked a national debate when a student in Osaka was forced to dye her naturally brown hair black, leading to a lawsuit that questioned the necessity of such harsh rules. But it's not just about color. Hairstyles are also heavily regulated. Hairstyles that are considered too romantic or provocative, such as ponytails for girls, are banned in some schools. The reasoning behind this is that such styles might distract male students. Even boys are subjected to strict hair rules. In many schools, boys are required to have uniform hairstyles, often short and neat, to maintain order and unity. While these rules are intended to create a disciplined environment, they've sparked debates across the country, with some arguing that they suppress individuality and self-expression. Could you follow such strict rules regarding your hair? 8. Greeting rituals. Respect and politeness are pillars of Japanese culture, and these values are instilled in students from the moment they enter school. Every day begins with formal greetings. Students are required to greet their teachers and classmates with a clear and respectful "Ohayo gozaimasu," meaning good morning. But this isn't just a casual greeting. Students must bow slightly as they say it, reflecting the deep cultural importance of respect and harmony. This tradition doesn't end in the morning. Throughout the day, students are expected to greet each other and their teachers with similar respect. When entering or leaving a classroom, students will often bow and say, "Shitsurei shimasu," which translates to, "Excuse me for interrupting." This is considered good manners and reinforces social order. Even outside the classroom, students are expected to greet their teachers in the hallways or when passing by. These small acts of respect are ingrained in students and help foster a sense of mutual consideration, discipline, and social harmony, values that are crucial in Japanese culture. Could you imagine bowing every time you greet someone during your school day? 7. Personal responsibility. In Japan, personal responsibility is taught at an early age. One striking example of this is how children, even as young as 6, are often seen commuting to school by themselves, sometimes using public transportation. This might be a shocking sight in many countries, but in Japan, it is completely normal. The nation's high levels of safety and low crime rates allow parents to trust that their children can navigate the city streets or train systems on their own. Another everyday example of personal responsibility is the practice of changing shoes when entering the school building. Students must switch from their outdoor shoes to indoor shoes, known as uwabaki. This practice keeps the school clean and teaches students to respect shared spaces. It's also part of Japan's cultural emphasis on cleanliness and maintaining orderly environments. Japanese students grow up learning that they must take responsibility for their actions and their environment, which helps them develop into conscientious and independent adults. Can you imagine traveling to school on your own as a first grader? 6. Daily cleaning duties. One of the most surprising aspects of Japanese school life for many outsiders is the lack of janitors. Instead of hiring staff to clean the school, Japanese schools have a tradition called suji, which translates to cleaning time. Every day, students are expected to clean their classrooms, hallways, and even bathrooms. This isn't seen as a punishment or extra work. Rather, it's considered an essential part of a student's education. By participating in cleaning duties, students learn to take pride in their surroundings and develop a sense of responsibility and humility. They also work together as a team, which fosters a strong sense of community. This collective effort to maintain a clean environment reflects Japan's broader cultural emphasis on cleanliness and orderliness. Suji also helps instill a deep respect for public spaces, as students understand that it's their responsibility to maintain their school's cleanliness. It's one of the reasons why Japan is considered one of the cleanest countries in the world. Could you imagine cleaning your school every day? 5. No romantic relationships. Japanese schools place a heavy emphasis on academic achievement, and as part of this, many schools have rules that ban romantic relationships among students. That's right, dating is often strictly prohibited. The reasoning behind this is that romantic relationships could distract students from their studies and extracurricular activities. School administrators believe that during these formative years, students should focus entirely on their education and personal development. While some students appreciate these rules because they help create a focused environment, others feel that such regulations are overly restrictive. Breaking this rule can result in serious consequences, including detention or even suspension, depending on the school. In some extreme cases, students caught dating may even face expulsion. This might seem extreme to many of us, but in Japan, these rules are seen as part of maintaining order and discipline within the school. Do you think these rules go too far, or do they make sense in such a focused academic environment? 4. School lunches. School lunches in Japan are an entirely different experience compared to other countries. Rather than bringing their own food, students are provided with a balanced, nutritious meal known as kyushoku. These lunches are carefully planned by nutritionists and typically include rice, fish, vegetables, and miso soup, ensuring that students receive the proper nutrients to keep them energized throughout the day. But it's not just the food that's unique. Students are also responsible for serving the meals. Every day, different groups of students don aprons and serve lunch to their classmates. This practice teaches them important life skills, such as teamwork, responsibility, and the value of service. It also fosters a sense of community and equality, as everyone takes turns and contributes to the shared experience of lunchtime. After the meal, students are expected to clean up their area, further reinforcing their responsibility for maintaining a tidy environment. These meals are more than just about eating. They're an integral part of a child's education, teaching them healthy eating habits and the importance of caring for others. 3. The importance of punctuality. In Japan, punctuality is not just expected. It's an essential part of showing respect to others. This cultural value extends into the school system, where students are expected to be on time for every class. Being late is seen as a serious offense, and in many schools, if a student is late, they must apologize in front of the entire class. This might sound intimidating, but it reinforces the idea that time is valuable and that being late is disrespectful to both teachers and fellow students. This emphasis on punctuality helps prepare students for life beyond school, where being on time is essential in both professional and social settings. It teaches them the importance of respecting other people's time and shows them how small actions, like being punctual, can have a significant impact on maintaining social harmony. Could you handle the pressure of apologizing in front of your class for being late? 2. Unique school trips. One of the most exciting parts of school life in Japan is the annual school trip, known as Shugaku Ryoko. These trips are more than just a break from school. They are carefully planned educational experiences. School trips often last several days and include overnight stays. During these trips, students visit culturally and historically significant sites, helping them gain a deeper understanding of Japan's rich history and heritage. For example, students might visit ancient temples in Kyoto, walk through the streets of historical towns, or explore natural wonders like Mount Fuji. These trips are designed not only to provide students with valuable educational experiences, but also to help them build stronger relationships with their classmates. Shugaku Ryoko is often one of the most memorable experiences of a student's school career. It allows students to explore different parts of Japan, strengthen friendships, and create lasting memories, all while learning about their country's culture and history. 1. Limited use of technology. While Japan is known for its technological advancements, technology in schools is surprisingly limited. In many Japanese schools, mobile phones are banned during school hours. Students are often required to hand in their phones when they enter the school, and they aren't returned until the end of the day. This policy ensures that students remain focused on their studies and are not distracted by social media or texting during class. Additionally, some schools take this a step further by limiting the use of electronic devices altogether. The emphasis is on keeping students engaged with their physical environment and encouraging face-to-face interaction with their peers. This strict control of technology is intended to promote concentration and ensure that students remain focused on their academic responsibilities. While some may argue that technology could enhance learning, many educators in Japan believe that limiting its use in school encourages a more disciplined and focused learning environment. How would you feel about not having access to your phone during the school day? Japanese schools follow a unique set of rules that may seem unusual to many of us, but they have undoubtedly shaped generations of disciplined, responsible, and respectful citizens. From strict uniform policies and hair regulations to lessons in personal responsibility and the importance of punctuality, the Japanese education system is designed to instill core values that go beyond academic success. Which of these rules surprised you the most? Could you imagine adhering to such strict guidelines at your school? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible insights into cultures around the world. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on World Marvels.